with the iconic Bon Jovi.
It's my life, it's now or never. But I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live alive.
It's a true honor, my friend.
It's my life. My heart is like an open.
And just like Frank Sinatra said,
Breaking shit, I did it my way.
we gonna do it all way.
I just wanna live alive.
That's why I tell everybody, live life, don't let life live you.
Life.
Darling, the world's always coming to an end. Don't let it scare you out of living. Look at me, mom, against all odds. A little baby boy did it. Escape poverty, did it. Hit the lottery, did it. I let all these boys do the rapping. Me, I'm a man of my word, I live it. Every day I say thank you. Every day I give thanks. Every day's Thanksgiving. Living is giving. Introduce NASCAR to a new culture. Winning every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every year. I'm here. Just live your life like Frank Sinatra your way and have no fear.
It's now or never.
Now, never.
But I ain't gonna live forever.
That's right.
I just wanna live alive.
It's my life.
My heart is like an open.
Hello and welcome to the Vilonia High School softball field. I'm Connor Hudgens. Chris Lacey to my right. Eagles are facing off against the Mount St. Mary's Bells today. Chris.
Good afternoon, Connor. How are you? Once again, we've got another pretty day to play softball.
Yes.
It feels like we hadn't been here for another spring break. You know, we went spring break, didn't play for 10 days, and came back, played 2 games against Small Mill, and then we've had to wait another week, 8 days to play again.
Yes, and luckily, we didn't miss any conference games in that the rain break, I would say. I mean, you said you had 13 inches of rain. The field here is pretty saturated still. But, we're going to play Harbor Friday, and that game didn't get played because of the rain and storms, obviously. So we're here today playing conference game, doubleheader against the Mount St. Mary Bells. Coming here 5-6-1 with the tie being a scrimmage. So we're going to say 5-6-1 for now. Played Little Rock Central 10-10 in that one scrimmage.
So we've had 6 conference games from Mount St. Mary's, 2 forfeit to Maumelle. They were out some players.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Parkview 2 games, and I believe BB beat them the other 2 games, right?
Yes, and BB's at the top of the conference right now. I mean, they're 12-0 on the season, 5-0. They've done an incredible job all year long. And up first here for the Bells, we're going to have Sydney Barnes. She'll lay down a bunt. Sal will pick it up and pitches it to Savannah King, who gets the first out. Starting lineup for the Eagles, basically the same one you've seen all year. Raylan Kelly at catcher, Lindsey Rowan pitching. Start out this one. Like you see, Kinley Brown the next game. Gracie Reed third. Lyle Toll shortstop. Savannah King the freshman. Second base, Emma Sal at first. I'll go to the outfield after. We have the bat of Vivian Brown.
Well, the first play was executed well. Savvy King got over there and covered the bag.
Good pitch there by Rowan on.
They came right out of the gate bunting first pitch, didn't they?
Yes, that's pretty bold, I would say. Yeah, Vivian Brown, the shortstop here.
Not sure what they're talking about.
Oh, they need a third base coach. The guy was leaning against the dugout.
Yeah.
No third base coach out there. 1-1, just a little outside there from Rowan.
1 pitch and 1 out on the first batter.
Good off-speed pitch there by Lindsey Rowan. And, the Eagles struggled to pitch just a little bit against Maumelle, Chris, and hopefully we can find our stride here against Mount St. Mary's, kind of get back up to speed.
Yeah, it took them a while to get going, that first game back after spring break.
Had some hitting struggles and then pitching struggles, too. And you saw Lila Toll come in for the first time since our freshman year that game. Did a pretty good job in those 2 games.
Yeah, first game she came in and struggled the first 2 batters, but then struck out 3 in a row, or retired 3 in a row anyway, and then comes in again in the second game and does a good job in the second game.
So full count here to Vivian Brown. Rowan, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rowan, 2 down, 1 to go here.
A good pitch there. Good job not to put her on.
Next up for your Lady Bells, number 9, Lily Orton.
Lily Orton.
She's playing first base.
Yes.
She's one of the 2 pitchers that the Bells use. I'd say she's the second pitcher.
Yeah. Rowan. Pitch. Down
Off
low.
speed, just a little low.
Orton thought about it. She liked it. Just not enough to swing the bat.
There it is.
Good pitch. You know, I felt victim to the being tall as a baseball player. You know, you have a bigger strike zone.
Taller strike
bigger
zone.
strike zone.
Yes.
And so that pitch may have been high on the last batter, but there it is, 1-1 for Rowan. Foul ball. Gonna be 1-2.
I noticed before the game, Coach Sullivan had 2 sophomores warming up in the bullpen, so maybe anticipating getting in some other pitchers in one of these 2 games or both.
Yeah, get some younger arms in there. They haven't played in forever. Ball outside.
2-2-2.
You know, crowd didn't like the pitch, but Coach Sullivan says, look, that's a good spot to miss. 2-2. It makes you think about it.
It was a little
chasing.
outside
Yeah.
from my angle right here.
2-2. Ball high. Orton battling. 3-2, 2 outs.
Another full count.
Coach Mize gets the A-OK.
Yep. That's
All low. So 1 on with 2 outs. And the Bells are better than I think that people give them credit for. They haven't done the best in conference, 2-4 with 2 wins to Parkview, but you know, 5-6 overall. They've done a good job, I think.
Well, that's a better record than they came in here with last year,
Yes.
if I remember.
Up to bat, Kayla Hill.
I don't know how long they've had softball, but I don't think it's been terribly long. So,
No.
it'll take a while to build a program.
Ball outside. Kayla Hill is the 3rd baseman for this team. Rowan. The deal to Hill. High.
I'll tell you what, incredible job getting the field ready. They practiced
Yes.
on it yesterday. I would have never believed that. I don't think they had quite as much rain up here as we did in the eastern, more further east.
Yeah, I mean, just the most rain I've seen in a while. And I was like, watched it Wednesday, Thursday. I was like, there's no way we're playing softball Friday. Of course, we didn't.
Yeah.
So that's a cancel there.
I was afraid we weren't going to be able to play today.
Yeah. I've heard a couple of programs around the state haven't been able to play.
I see a lot of quick dry out there on that field.
Foul ball. So 2-2 with 2 outs. Two and two, 2 outs. Rowan trying to get out of the first inning with no damage. Rowan, the deal to Hill. Low.
Runner's going.
Kelly, the throw down, not in time. Almost had her there. You know, Coach Misa stay with it. This is the 3rd full count in a row for Rowan.
Yeah, after getting the first batter out on 1 pitch. They got a little aggressive on that bunting right off the bat.
And I like it. Punch us in the mouth, make us think about it, but we were ready. Strike 3 called. Rowan, no damage done here in the first.
Okay, softball fans, don't forget we've got the greatest nacho, barbecue nachos that you've eaten all day. 100%. Also, we have
very
all
quick
that
first
great
inning.
candy.
Very good first inning. See if we can get off to a better start this game
Yes.
after being off 7 days with the bats.
Yeah, and we fell victim to it at Maumelle after a 10-day break. They struggled in the first game.
The first 6 innings.
Yeah.
It was about 7th inning before we got a runner on, I think.
It was a 6 1/3 inning
Well,
perfect game for
Yeah, they
Layla
broke up
Ward.
the no-hitter in the 7th inning there.
It was a perfect game, wasn't it?
It was going.
Yes,
It was
going
headed
to be,
that
going
way.
to be, and then broke it up. Yeah, and I mean, just look at the conference standings. I mean, this is a talented conference. And everybody thought Greenbrier would be in the top 6, but they've played the 2 toughest teams in the conference. And as we square off against them Friday night, they're in the 8th slot right now, I believe.
Started out in the hole, yeah.
So standings right now, BB is 12-0, 5-0 in conference. Benton is 12-1. That one loss coming to Harbor, who we would have played Friday. So I would have liked to see how that game turned out, just to see how we'd score off against Benton.
Right, see how we stack up.
But they have a lot more common foes. They beat Cabot 4-3. I believe they played Mayflower and Mercy ruled them, or excuse me, run ruled or sportsmanship ruled. I don't know what the terminology I'm supposed to use.
We got a run rule.
Yeah, run rule. 3 in the 3 hole is Maumelle, 9-2. One of those losses coming to the Eagles, obviously at 7-1, and then they're 7-1 in conference. And the only reason they're higher than us is because they have played more conference games. Vilonia is in the 4th spot right now. So if the season ended today, we're in state at 9-3, 5-1.
BB is playing Little Rock Christian as we speak. It is top of the 2nd with no score.
Wow.
That's surprising.
And Christian is winless in conference and winless on the season. You look at that and you're like, that's not right. Christian's
And
normally
let's see
really
if
good.
see if we can find anything Maumelle and Benton are playing right
Yes,
now.
that would be an incredible game to watch. As Lila Toll, the shortstop, senior, the leadoff batter. The pitch, ball one high.
They're in the top of the 1st with no score.
Yeah, and the
Maumelle Benton game.
pitcher is Cassie Clark.
Cassie has had a lot of success this year so far. She struck out 64 batters.
Swing and a miss from Lila Toll. That's a good cut.
And she struck out 64 and walked 32, so right at 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
1-1. Toll
Ripped.
took that ball inside, pulled it just a little early on it.
A little ahead of that, ripped down the third base foul line. About 18 more inches to the right. That would have been a double or triple.
Little wind blowing in here to the ballpark periodically. 1-2, no outs. The pitch from Clark to Toll. Outside.
That's it. I'm going to try to keep up with this Maumelle Benton game going here on Game Changers. That's got big conference implications.
2-2. Cassie Clark, the pitch. High. 3-2. We've seen a lot of full counts here in the first inning, Chris.
Sure have. That's the 3rd one. Need Lila to get on.
Start the damage early. Got a big gap in the middle.
Time called by the batter.
Clark's pitch. Inside, Toll gets a bat on it. Third
She's gonna
baseman
beat that
Hill
out.
bobbles it, and she'll beat it out. Gets to first base as Hill bobbled it just a little bit. Had a beat on it. Couldn't get her glove on it.
She did her job, got on base. She'll move around pretty quickly, I would imagine. Very aggressive base runner.
Let's make this deal. If you keep your eye on the Maumelle one, I'll keep my eye on the BB
There you go.
Little Rock Christian.
Next up for you, ladies.
No score after the top half of the 1st. Benton's a home team. Cates is up. She's been on an absolute rampage.
Toll thought about going.
Batting over 700.
Wow, over 700. I mean, she's not going to sustain that, but that's just an incredible start.
I hope she does.
I hope she does, but I'm going to be optimistic.
Several
and say she
doubles, a
does.
couple triples, a home run. I don't remember how many RBIs.
Got to be getting looks from colleges. Clark's pitch. Cates had
Just
a good
behind.
swing on it. And Clark
You're just late on that.
doing pretty good early. You know, you see that good at bat with Toll, and just Toll finally got a hold of one.
I don't know what year Clark is, but I don't remember them having much pitching last year. This is clearly a better pitcher than we saw last year on this Bells team.
Clark pitched to Toll.
There goes Lila.
Cates is high, Toll on the move. No play at second base, so 2-1. Toll advances to second.
All right, we got one in scoring position with no outs.
Pitch to Cates,
Late
fouled
again.
off. 2-2.
I'm surprised to see Kate's late twice. You know, once. Okay, but she should have it timed up now.
Yeah. A 2-2. Cassie Clark.
Got her.
Hits
She hit
Cates.
her.
And you saw one of her wild pitches in her warm-up, and I was waiting for one to happen, and they're in the second AB of the game. Hits Cates.
Layla Ward is pitching for Maumelle, so this is going to be a good test for Benton. Maybe their first test.
Emma Sowell.
The pitch is high to Emma Sal, and this has been the 1-2-3 batters all year long. Clark winds up the pitch outside. Toll thought about going, and she'll play chicken with Gigi Segovia, or excuse me, Sadie Meadows. So 2-0. Look to see Emma Sal swing away here.
Well, she's going to have a green light.
Pitch. Sal hits it off the knob of the bat, spinning. Shortstop couldn't get a hold of it, so
Good
bases
base
are
running
loaded.
right
Vivian Brown couldn't get a hold of it. Looks like she's hit that right off her hands almost.
She did. It was an inside pitch, hit it right on the handle of the bat. Had a lot of spin on it. And shortstop couldn't come up with it. Good job base running by Lila, because she knew she had to go. But if you run into that fielder, they're going to call interference on you. So
Yes.
she did a good job getting around her, not getting tagged out, not getting an interference call, and loads the bases.
Bases loaded for Raylan Kelly. Clark, the pitch, ground ball, gets past Vivian Brown. Toll scores, and Cates will hold up as the bases are loaded and damage drawn first by the Eagles.
She did a good job knocking it down. That prevented the 2 or 3 run scoring there. Held it to 1 run. Glothin's had a couple home runs this year. It's been a good time for another one.
Designated player for this game is Linnea McLaughlin. Here she is
Number
stepping in the
13,
5th
Linnea
hole,
McLaughlin.
a junior. After the, guess you score that as a single from Kelly.
It's either a single or
McLaughlin.
E6, one or the other.
Line
That's
drive.
Gonna score.
Cates comes home. Here comes Sal. No play at the plate. And Courtney Wright Pinnell, the courtesy runner, will get back to second. 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0. Miscounting.
So Kate scores, and Sal scores. Kelly moves up to second. Almost went to third on the play. They weren't paying attention, and she tried to take third, but they caught on to it.
So 3-0 with no outs here in the first. The freshman Kendall Chambly up to bat now.
Kendall Chambly.
Kendall's had a great year so far. Struggled a little bit at Maumelle, as did the whole team.
Yes. We could say that about everybody, I think.
Yeah, especially that first game. They came alive that second game.
One to know. Ball high. Two-0. Chambly is free to swing away here. Pitch from Clark, fouled off. We're so close, and Clark doing a good job when we, the catcher doing a good job when we foul him off to corral him and make it really seem like we fouled him off, because a couple of these have been close.
Mm-hmm.
2-1. Cassie Clark, the pitch. Fouled off.
She's behind that pitch. I don't know what.
She's not throwing as fast as Ward.
Yeah, no, not near as fast. I don't know what she's doing to mess up our timing, but they haven't really hit anything just super hard yet.
2-2, no outs. Ball outside, past the catcher.
Courtney will move up.
Nell and McLaughlin advance, and I'm going to go ahead and blame it on the wind. Wind comes in behind that pitch, gets it 2 or 3 miles an hour faster. That's what I'm blaming it on.
I don't know about that. Full count to Chamberlain.
Three and two.
Oh.
Called strike three
That.
right on the line.
You're more, you're softer on it than I am.
Yeah.
You said right on the line. I say right on the batter's box line is what I would have said.
Well, yeah, that's what I was meaning. Right
Oh,
on
yeah,
that
okay.
line,
I was like, that was considerably outside.
1 out. Reed takes it inside.
As a batter, you never want to strike out looking, but you can't blame Chamberlain for not swinging at that. That was considerably outside.
Yes. Pitch,
Change
strike.
up. Some sort of off speed.
Clark doing a good job after a little bit of damage done.
Yes, she's still fighting, battling.
3-0 Eagles. 3-0, should say.
Another blue pit.
Blooper, caught, and almost double
Everybody
play
did
there.
a good job getting back there. Well, there was nobody covering. Shortstop
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Barnes almost got over there.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 6, Dita Porterfield.
2 outs to 8-hole. Dita Porterfield already up here in the first inning.
I'm ready to see somebody barrel one up. That
Porterfield
was a
foul
better.
ball out to the left. That was
Once
hard
again,
hit ball.
late, but much harder hit ball.
Cassie Clark's pitch high on Porterfield, so 1-1.
I was half expecting him to call that. But it was a ball.
One and one.
Off speed.
Fouled off.
Good job fouling that off. It's not something you want to hit off speed. It's hard to drive those.
One and two. The pitch from Clark. Fouled
Another
off by
off speed.
Porterfield.
Giving her a steady dose of them. I think that's the game plan. Is to
Yes.
they're trying, intentionally trying not to give us anything to drive. It's not a bad game plan.
1 and 2. Ball outside, and that's another off speed there.
Yeah, a lot of spin on that ball.
She's got she's got some of the most movement I've seen this year out of a pitcher. Her ability to move it across the zone. It's in Cassie Clark. Clark's pitch. Line drive from
How's that one? That's
Porterfield.
going to burn her.
Past the center
That's
to the
gonna score
wall.
both.
Pennell scores. Sal scores. And a stand-up double for Dita Porterfield.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hard hit ball there.
And you were just waiting on it. We were
Ball
waiting on it.
carried on her, yeah.
That went past
Except for your Lady
Addison
Eagles,
Cole.
Number 2, Savvy King.
So freshman Savannah King. Hard hit ball right at the shortstop.
Right to her.
Good job by Vivian Brown to corral that ball. 5-0 here. Eagles draw first blood against the Mount St. Mary Bells.
Frito chili pie.
Strike one for Rowan here as we start the second.
So Maumelle Benton update. We're middle of the second inning, no score. Maumelle tried to score on a pass ball and was thrown out at home.
Hard hit fly ball. Gonna go out of play.
It's a long strike, Connor. That's just a long strike.
0-2 to the catcher, Sadie Meadows. I'm going to guess just by the number on the helmet, Sadie Meadows is a junior. Off speed outside. As her helmet does say 2026.
It says 2026.
So I'm
yeah,
going to guess
she's a
junior. We got one classification.
Yeah,
Which
that's the only one I know of. I'm going to guess that this pitcher is a freshman because I don't think they had her last year.
Pitch
Or she's
Rowan.
gotten a lot better.
Yes.
But last year they had very, very slow pitching. It had a lot of loop to it. Let's see, what are we, 1-2? 1-2
Yes,
strike?
1-2. Pitch from Rowan. Hit
That's a hard
on
hit.
to center.
Cates is
And
there.
Cates underneath
Good
it.
play.
Great play from
You know,
Olivia
and
Cates.
there's a big difference right there between and no, you know, not
Thanks,
say
Lady
anything
Bells, number
bad
13,
about the
Cassie
Bell center
Clark.
fielder, but Cates is experienced. She's a
Yes.
junior. She's getting D1 looks, you've got to believe. She's batting over 700, and that's pretty much the same ball that we hit. And instead of being a double, it made it look routine.
Yeah.
She goes over and makes a catch.
Well, and, you know, she's had 3 years of experience. She's played all 3 years.
Yeah, and she's played everywhere in the outfield.
Strike one.
A lot of speed, good jump on the ball.
Yeah, and she's on, one of the most prestigious travel teams in the country as well. She can't place the name as a ball from Rowan. 1-1. 1 out. Ball low. This is the pitcher, Cassie Clark. Coach Mize brings in the call. Swing and a miss.
Late on that.
2
Got
and
it by her.
2.
Evens the count.
Was it just me, or was I smelling like some barbecue earlier? Did you smell that?
Oh, that's the barbecue nachos.
Wow.
So
I had to
I
get some.
think Mr. Toll smokes that barbecue himself.
I don't want any of it then.
Oh, you
I
gotta
don't-
have the barbecue nachos are unbelievable.
I'm gonna have to get some.
In fact, I hadn't even thought about it, but now I'm gonna have to have some between the games.
If you want some, fans, come out to the Vilonia softball field for the second game if you can make it.
Easy play there for Savvy.
Routine play.
4-3 for out number 2.
Freshman making it look easy. I mean, just super
I got to
easy.
watch.
For your Lady
Got to
Bears,
watch
number 8,
Savvy's
Addison
batting
Cole.
lesson on Sunday with Coach Billy Tucker. She did an incredible job in the cage, slapping, bunting, driving balls.
Always trying to get better. Rowan, pitch to Addison Cole. Dribbler.
Gonna be a
Toll,
tough play there.
the scoop.
She beat it out. She beat it out. That's a tough play there. She hits that little dribbler. No way for Lindley to get to it. Lila has to come way up to get it. She beats it out for the infield hit.
Next up for the Lady Bells, number 11, Gigi Segovia.
Gigi Segovia, designated player, the 9-hole. The pitch in there, strike 1.
Here we go. 1-7.
0-1 here with 2 outs at the top of the second. Rowan, the pitch in there for strike 2. 0-2 now.
Is this to Segovia? Yeah, this is Segovia. I got off about her. Is there a way to copy and paste a link to the broadcast?
Yes.
I've got a friend in Virginia that wanting to watch.
1-2.
His son plays high school and travel baseball. He's the same age as my daughter. A friend of mine. He's wanting to watch the game. I got to figure out how to send him the link.
Addison Cole on first base. Swing and a miss.
Strike
Strike 3. Gigi Segovia
That
strikes
ends
out.
that.
Ends the top of the second. Rowan, good job there.
Bottom of the second, 0-0, and Maumelle Benton. Benton is batting with 2 outs.
And then BB's caught fire. 3-0 on Christian. No outs.
You had a feeling that was a matter of time.
Yeah, just a matter of time. Here we are, bottom of the
First up for
second.
the Ready Eagles, my sister, number 32,
Number 1,
Lila
the
Toll.
1-hole Lila Toll here. Her second AB of the game in just 2 innings. First pitch hit on to
That's
right.
going to get down. Is it going to be fair? Foul
It got down,
ball?
just a foul ball, 0-1.
Oh, that was multiple bases if that gets down
Yes.
fair territory.
Maybe third, just because of how high it was hit.
Very possible.
And Segovia didn't have the
We're
best run on it.
Joined by Blast 15 catcher Brooklyn Strong. Did you see Emma? Yeah.
Hit on fouled. So 0-2 here for Toll.
Connor, this is who helped me keep balls and strikes when you were,
Really?
gone the first game. She did the balls and strikes on the computer for me. Did a better job than I did.
Might do a better job than I do. 0-2. Inside, close to hitting Toll.
She wasn't going to move out of the way, was she? She's going to stand there and let it hit her. Benton's got a runner on third with 2 outs.
1-2. Pitch from Clark.
Oh,
Ball outside.
wild pitch.
See, she'll have a couple of those every now and then, but then she'll fire right back.
Right. You know, Layla did that
Yes.
in Maumelle game. Seems like a month ago. I guess it was last week on Tuesday.
2-2. Pitch from Clark. Another one high. I said that, and then she
Yeah,
does
so
it again.
she had 2 strikes on Lila right off the bat. Now she's gotten behind.
A full count on the Baylor's signee.
Let's see her drive one right here.
Fouled off.
Good
job
job
staying
fouling
on.
that ball off, yeah.
Staying alive.
Uh-oh, now we've got the whole peanut gallery over here.
Full count.
Good
Ball
eye, good eye. Nice patience by Toll after being down 0-2 to wait it out. Foul one off, good at bat. 6-pitch at bat.
And she earned a nerd cluster from Coach
Next
Mize.
up,
Yeah.
First base.
Eagles number 31, Olivia Kate.
Kate's up to bat.
Kate's hit by pitch, first inning. Very slow off speed. Lila's going to get second standing up.
Thought about going to third. They weren't ready for it.
Now, they weren't really paying attention
Just,
there.
just making them think. And, you know, BB out to a slow start, only 1-0 after 2. Well, now in the bottom of the third, it is 6-0.
No score after 2 in the Maumelle Benton game.
That's the one we really need to be watching.
Some good. That's going to be a pitcher's duel right there.
Yes. The 1-0 pitch is high on Kate's.
So Layla Ward's pitching for Maumelle, and R. Crane pitching for Benton. I don't know their players. Both doing a good job. No score.
Cassie Clark, the 2-0. High.
Keeping up with these scores during these game changers, this is a really cool thing because otherwise we wouldn't be able to keep up with high school softball. Now there's some score reporting agencies, but
Yes.
nobody has any live footage or audio.
Strike one called on Kate's. That was after
Well,
5 straight balls there.
Yeah, on a 3-0 count. That was a good pitch. That's a pitch she could have driven, but on a 3-0 count, she decided it wasn't anything that she wanted to
Go
tackle
after it,
there.
yeah.
So
3-0, you wait for the perfect ball. 3-1, Clark, the deal. Swing and a miss from Kate's. Full count.
that's frustrating. It's better because the one you watched was a better pitch than that one right there. But now we've got to swing anything close. Runner in scoring position with no outs.
Full count. No outs. Kate's fouled off.
back. That's going to mess up our camera, isn't it? Yeah. Yep.
We'll get it fixed momentarily.
Now we've got the screen line. You know, I really like the way Maumelle's netting was angled back, and we were able to use the tripod. Didn't have to hang the camera on the net.
Full count. Pitch. Swing and a miss from
Did
Kate's.
she go? He did call. She went.
So first out for Clark here in the top of the or bottom of the second.
Now batting for Uranus Eagles, number 14, Emma Sal.
So Emma Sal steps in with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Hit on.
Ripped.
Just foul. It'll go behind the fence to
That
the other
ball
fence.
was ripped. You know, she was one of the few last week that was early. You remember she ripped a couple
Yes.
foul balls into third base dugout, sending everybody scattering.
She was the only one that was really getting in contact on the ball before the,
Right.
the 7th inning. Cassie Clark. Sal
There's a
hit
base
on to
hit.
center. Toll rounds third, heading for
She's
home.
never checked up, man. I'm telling you, she's an aggressive base runner. She knew as soon as that ball was hit that she was going to score.
6-0 off the Emma Sal hit the center field. And smart play by Addison Cole there just to throw it in, the cutoff. Because if you try and throw it home there, it may get ugly with Sal ending up on second.
Emma's going to second if you throw it home.
Number 34, Raymond Kelly.
Kelly steps in now, the cleanup batter. The pitch.
First pitch is high to Kelly. Oh,
Hit her on
goodness
the
gracious.
helmet.
Knocked her helmet off of her.
Oh,
They're
that's
going to
gonna
have to
hurt.
check on her. I think she's okay. I think she's just rattled, but
Wow.
everybody, a little moment of silence there as you make sure she's all right.
Wow.
Good news is the catcher, they get a runner in for her anyway. I think that was a little more startling than anything. That's why we wear helmets. Courtney Wright comes in to run.
For your Ready Eagles, number 13, Renea McLaughlin.
McLaughlin steps in. 6-0 the score. Hit on, past the second baseman gets a hold of it. Steps on two.
Runner's going to score. Courtney may score on. Yes, she does.
Courtney,
Good
excuse
aggressive
me,
base
Sal.
running there. Did they not get Linnea at first?
They did not.
Oh,
So-
no, they went for the out at second.
So Courtney, that's got the second baseman, Kayla Hill, stepped on second, got her out. Then Sal rounded third, got home. McLaughlin went to first, didn't get her on the double play try. Then she went to second at the throw home. A lot of action.
Courtney was out on the unassisted
Number 21.
out to the
Yes.
second baseman,
Yes.
but then they did not get Linnea, so she reaches on a fielder's choice.
It's a good off speed there by Cassie Clark.
And then she winds up getting to second on the throw home.
Yes. A lot of action there.
So 1 run scored on a play. Yeah, I almost have to go back and look at that again.
Clark the pitch. Swing and a miss from Chambly. 0-2 with 2 outs.
Maumell's got runners on first and second with 1 out. Top of the third. Still no score.
0-2. The pitch. Hit on. In the gap between second and first. Hill
She's gonna beat it
steps
out.
on it. She beats it out. McLaughlin comes home.
Laughlin keeps her running.
It was close there at first, but a good job to run hard. Kendall Chambly.
They did call her safe.
I never saw a call made, so I guess it's safe.
I was looking, I couldn't find the umpire to look and see where the call.
He was at third, I think, for
Number
McLaughlin.
3, Gracie Reed.
Now the 7-hole, Reed. Foul ball.
Coach Sullivan really complimenting Linnea on the aggressive base running. That's one thing he does love is run till they stop you.
Reed. 0-2. Clark after the foul ball from Reed and then the strike. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, drop third strike.
She's going to reach. Nope, they get her.
Got her out. So 3 outs after 3 runs from the Eagles here in the bottom of the second.
8-0. Melody Spikes due up for Mount St. Mary's. Maumelle has scored 1-0 on Benton with 1 out in the top of the third. Runners on the corners.
Melody Spix steps in. She's the 8-hole. And what's her position again? I forgot.
Say again?
Spix. What's her position?
Spix she's a designated player.
Gotcha.
She's extra batter.
My fault.
You know, I said we didn't have a lot of wind, but now it's picking up.
Yeah. All coming in to the left. One and 0. Pitch to Spix. In there, 1-1.
Benton was able to get out of that inning with only 1 run scored. Runners on the corners and 1 out. I didn't see how they did it, but Maumelle's up now. 1-0 ball game. I'm sorry, Benton's up now.
1-2. Rowan, the swinging
Good
strike
pitch.
3.
Good pitch. Back to the top. Sydney Barnes. Grounded out.
Got a lot going on here at VHS today.
She bunted first pitch her first time up.
That was right, yeah. A lot going on here at VHS. Softball game. Baseball team is headed off to Maumelle tonight. Facing off against Peyton Lee. Fouled off.
Good off-speed pitch.
And Peyton Lee, I mean, he's projected to go in the MLB draft this year. Tops out at 98. Along with the baseball and softball games today, got 8th and 9th grade track meet here hosted at Vilonia. Lots going on.
Oh, I called that low strike.
0-2. Believe soccer playing away today. 0-2.
And it was buses from all over the state over there a while ago. That track meet.
Yeah, and we're hosting our meet this year, the conference meet later in about a month, and then after that, you have the state track meet. So a lot hosted here at Vilonia as well, so just a lot of stuff going on. Strike 3 called. Rowan, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
2 down.
Next up for your Lady Bells, number 10, Vivian Brown.
Vivian Brown, the 2-hole up. A day like today is the one day I don't want to be in the shade.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little chilly.
It feels like it's T-shirt weather in the sun, and I've got a hoodie on, and I think I'm going to have to put my overalls on here in a little bit. That wind picks up in the shade, it gets cool.
0-1.
I don't, the flag's not. The flag's almost limp. This wind's coming through here, swirling around. Good
Off
pitch.
speed, 0-2.
Great changeup. Just floated in there.
Look to see Rowan blows up the buyer here. 0-2. Pitch from Rowan.
Good
Strike 3
pitch.
called. 3 up, 3 down. Rowan retires a side in order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 pitch inning.
Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty good job.
It's a great job there by Lindley Rowan. Struck out every batter she faced that inning. He was up 8-0 heading into the bottom of the third.
Coming up, Porterfield, King, and Toe. 1-0 Maumelle in the bottom of the third. Benton is batting, has a runner on first. 1 on with 1 out.
And that's one where you really need that Maumelle team to at least pick up one of them.
Yeah, I'd like to see them split.
That way we've got a chance at tying and getting higher in the
If
standings. later in
Maumelle
the
could
year.
beat them twice, that'd be great too.
Yes.
I got a feeling there's going to be some ties and tiebreakers
Yes,
when it
there'll
comes
be
down
so
to the
many.
end.
Because you got 6 competitive teams, and I mean, like I said, the top 6 right now, it's Beebe, Benton, Maumelle, Vilonia at 4, Sylvan Hills 5, Greenbrier at 6, and 4 of those losses that they had, they're 2-4 in conference. 4 of them coming to Benton and Beebe, the 2 best teams. I'd say close to the 5A. I mean, they're really good programs.
Dita had a stand-up double last inning, last at bat.
Strike 1 on Dita. Ball outside. So 1-1.
You ever seen anybody eat hot chocolate with a fork?
No, I have
It's
not.
not working real well for her, but
Hot chocolate does sound good. That one just came off the wrist a little
yeah,
weird. for
actually
Clark.
it does. I don't know if that's going to go well with my barbecue nachos though.
No. That one came off the wrist just a little weird for Cassie Clark. I think it would have been a very spinny pitch if she got it off. 2-1. Clark the deal. Foul ball from Porterfield. Two and 2 to the senior Jackson State signee. Cassie Clark at the pitch. Just outside, full count. Clark, the full count pitch. Ball.
Puts her on.
So Porterfield will advance.
All right, Savvy, slap one into left field.
Number 2, Savannah King.
freshman, Savannah King. Pitch.
There you
slapped.
go. That's going to be extra bases.
Opposite. Almost
gonna
to the
score,
wall.
Dita.
Porterfield rounding third. And the stand-up run for the Eagles.
Good hit. She needed that.
Needed that confidence if you're Savannah King.
Scores Dita from first base.
So
Great
9-0
job.
Eagles. Dita had to be on her wheels because the left fielder got that in really quick.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 32, Lila Toll.
Yeah. Phoebe Pittman really got that one in quick. And back up to the top of the order for a third bat here in this ball game in just 3 innings.
Benton has taken the lead. They're up 2-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Toll fouls it off.
No foul.
Excuse me,
No
didn't foul it
foul,
off.
yeah.
It looked like it. I wasn't paying attention.
Dita moves up to third.
One and 0. Pitch in there for strike one. Coach Mize asking for energy. That's one thing they took away from that first game against Maumelle. We weren't getting hits, and we weren't able to keep the energy alive. As
Oh,
Toll
there's a rip.
out to left. Hits
Off
the
the
wall.
wall.
So King will score. Toll rounds second. Going for third. Got the sign to stop, but breaks the.
I'm telling you, she's not going to stop until they stop her.
Realize they bobbled it. She'll get a stand-up triple.
Here comes Cates.
And I mean, there's no breaks in this order. You saw Porterfield with a great hit. Savannah King slapped one out to the left. There's no breaks.
No.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 31, Olivia Cates.
She's gotten away from the off-speed pitch this inning. I
Yes.
wonder why.
The pitch from Clark. High
That
and a
got
hitter.
her. That got her. Cates is hit for the second time.
You know, notice, I mean, they only have 10 players on their roster that is Mount St. Mary, and it's hard to have even a full-blown practice with only 9 players.
Right.
Low, Toll heading
comes
home,
Toll.
and no challenge. 10-0. And King, Cates gets
Gets
it.
under it. Oh, my goodness. That's
Wow.
adding insult to injury there.
That's just incredible base running. Playing chicken.
And she just challenged her right there. She got about halfway, and the catcher was going to throw and then stopped. And Kate said, well, I'm just going to go then. So she did.
So 1-0. Pitch to Sal. Hit on, fouled out. A lot of the balls been going out that way.
Sal rips a lot of foul balls left, doesn't she?
There's a magnet over there in left field. A lot of the foul balls are going over there. 1-1. One and one. Ball was a little
Got
inside.
the coach that time.
And speaking of coaches, I mean, Mount St. Mary without their head coach tonight, Lane West.
Lane West, yeah.
So Bryce Alexander taking the head coach duties tonight. Maybe that's why we saw a little mishap there in the first. Nobody knew where to go on third base as the coach. 11-0. Sal, another foul ball. The assistant coaches then Bryce Alexander, Jeremy Clark, and Chad Brown. So got a plethora of coaches.
Yeah, they got a lot
One
of
out
coaches.
tonight.
Got half as many coaches as they do players.
Yeah. We've got 2 great assistants, and Coach Kirby Mize over there on first base, and Coach David Smith on third. Sal calls time. Both are junior high football coaches.
Correct.
Coach together. Well, Coach Smith is 9th grade and 8th grade, but Coach Mize is 7th. They see each other on Friday nights, I'll say that. Two and two. The
Umpire hasn't called anything. He needs to be a little quicker calling that, in my opinion. I mean, Sal clearly hit her foot, but he should have said dead ball.
Well, good coaching opportunity there from the coaches. Like, look, I know it's foul, but if he's not gonna call it, just go there, grab it, and tag her.
You gotta go, yeah.
2 and 2. Wild pitch from Clark. Kate's heading home, and she'll get in there. 12 runs here.
Catcher could have got her if she could have picked it up because it bounced right back towards home plate, but then she got in a hurry and tried to make the tag before she had the ball.
So 3-2. Full count.
Full count to Sal with no outs, nobody on. Puts her on.
I think Sal sold that ball just a little bit. It was close, but she
Was
started heading to
close.
first. And
Close. She took
umpire
off.
had to
Yeah.
make a
Sometimes
call.
you got to sell it. Worst thing you can do is turn around and look at the umpire and
Yeah, what you gonna call?
he's going to say strike.
That's my go-to. That's
Number 34, Raylan Kelly.
12-0, 0 outs here in the fourth. Excuse me, the third. Fouled off by Kelly. Oh, 1. Make it 0-2. Excuse me, 1-1. Yeah, and Coach Sullivan saying, stay hot. And, you know, right now it looks like the Eagles are on fire. Foul.
Over the lights.
One and two. Pitch from Clark.
Good block.
Good block, and Sal thought about going. She'll hold up. Two and two. No outs. Kelly, the cleanup batter. Pitch. A little high, so they're going to have a full count. Eagles really need to get both these games here today, Chris, to stay in the running.
Absolutely. You cannot let one of these slip away.
We like to say it's, easier games, but nothing's easy. You got to
Nothing's
earn
given. You got to take it. You got to go out there and hit the ball.
Ball high. Yeah, and you need to really win both of these if you want to stay in the running for conference, because somebody drops one against Mount St. Mary,
Well, you never know when
Jacksonville, Parkview.
you might slip up and have an off game like we did against Lone Oak.
Or even if you have Maumell's hitting or hitting woe in that in game one.
Yeah, Maumelle is making a little bit of a comeback. It's 3-2 now on top of the fourth. Close game. The wild pitch.
Wild pitch, so Sal will advance, and Courtney Right Pinnell in there for Kelly as the courtesy runner. One and 0. Clark, the pitch. Swing and a miss from Linnea. She was going for it all. And, you know, Chris, I'm going to have to ask you this every time we play a softball game, but remind me of the run rule again. I forget.
Well, to my knowledge, it's 10 after 5.
Fouled off by McLaughlin. 1 and 2.
Is it 12 after 4? Now you got, I think it's 15 after 3. 15 after 3,
Okay.
15, 12, and 10 is what I remember.
Gotcha.
3, 4, and 5. 15, 12, and 10.
We'll figure out if the
3
Eagles get
runs
there.
here, we'll find out. But I'm pretty sure it's 15 after 3.
The 1-2 to McLaughlin.
Another
High.
high pitch.
Ball comes back and it'll be a
Came right back to her, didn't it?
hit Linnea on the shoe.
She's getting tired. The
Clark is struggling.
off pitches are coming more frequently now.
Two and 2. Pitch to the junior. High. Full count. Back-to-back full count.
Struggling to find his own. Her last 3 batters have been hit by pitch,
Yes.
walk, and walk.
The 3-2. High.
Loads him up.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 21, Kendall Chamberlain.
Kendall could do some big damage here. Could walk off the ball game right here.
Good. All high.
Maumell's tied it up, 3-3, top of the 4th. Runner on third with 2 outs.
Pitch. Fouled off. So 1-1.
He went back to off speed there.
Fouled off.
She tried to sit on it.
1 and 2.
All right, top of the 4th is over. 3-3 ball game, Maumelle and Benton. Headed to the bottom of the 4th.
Clark, the 1-2. High. The Eagles doing a good job watching it by.
Yeah, I need to be patient here. She's not throwing a lot of strikes. She's walked 3 in a row and hit Olivia Cates. She's put the last 4 runners on base. That ball's high. She's really struggling to find the zone.
3-2 for the 3rd batter in a row.
Well, you can't see if they've got anybody warming up or not.
Clark, the 3-2, swing and a miss on Chambly.
I thought she might have tipped it, but she didn't. So 1 out.
And Clark's at 94 pitches, so I mean she's pitched a lot.
Wow.
Excuse me, 95.
Next up for your Lady Eagles, number 3, Gracie Reed.
Steps in, grounder to second.
Off the handle. She can't come up
Sal
with it.
going to score.
Going to score 2.
Pinnell going to score, and McLaughlin will hold up on third. 14-0 with 1 out. Off the air from Kayla Hill.
Easy little dribbler. She just got a little bit ahead of herself.
Next up for you, Lady Eagles, number 6, Dita Porterfield.
So Dita, we batted around. She's already batted this inning, walked.
Porterfield, high fly ball
that
to
could
left.
be the ball game. She does not know where it is. She had no idea where that ball was.
McLaughlin will score.
That's going to be the ball game. Coaches hold her up at third. That is the ball game.
Ball game, 15-0 routing.
Okay, softball fans, that concludes our first game.
15-0 rout
Intermission.
by the Eagles.
All right, so that ends that one.
Wow.
Hot and ready.
15-0. I'm impressed. Very impressed by these Eagles. The bats just caught alive there.
He did that.
Just to start the game, and Rowan did a great job on the mound. I mean, you can't ask for a better game there if you're the Eagles.
Well, about 30 minutes.
We'll be back live
for the second one.
Game 2.
There you go. And before we go off here, Benton is batting with 1 out. In the top of the 4th, they've got 2 on, a 3-3 ball game.
Wow, so incredible implications there in the conference. Eagles pick one up here against Mount St. Mary, and we'll see you in just about 30 minutes for Game 2. For Connor Hudgens, Chris Lacey. See you in a minute.